We're at the Bivin Garden in Schidler, Oklahoma, and joining me is Mollie Bivin. This is quite a beautiful garden. Can you tell us a bit about how it began?
Yes, my husband. He's the one who's responsible for it. He's the one who decided I needed some flower beds, five large flower beds, and it just started from there.
Okay, and it kept growing and growing.
Yes, because he didn't know when to stop. So
I enjoy the very natural appearance of it. That's what I would say. But everything seems to just kind of seed and.
yes. Well, with the space that we've got, you know, it's we're able to do that. Something very much smaller, then you'd have to limit what you got into. But I mean, otherwise, it was just let it do its own thing.
And I would describe your gardens as kind of a cottage style, and a lot of American gardeners think of the cottage style as English, but you said it's not at all English.
Oh, well, no, because you can't. I mean, the plants that we would grow in England wouldn't withstand the extreme temperatures, either winter or summer, as they do at home. They're much milder, but here you got to go with the flow. We tried all sorts of things that we thought looked very pretty and very nice, but we found that it was a costly exercise. So we then decided we'd better go with what was recommended for the temperature.
So what types of plant material have you found to be very successful here?
The roses. I'm amazed at how many types of roses we have, and how successful they've been. And because the extremes of the temperature, to me, are hard on that type of plant.
Yeah, they do seem to just get their roots down and really be able to withstand some tough temperatures.
And then, I mean, well, we just paid attention finally to the catalogues rather than just looking at the pictures and choosing what we thought was going to be beautiful. And we learnt to work with the zones.
Yes.
And I mean, that's so important. And of course, the heat zone now that's published, that's great. So
the heat really makes a big difference.
Oh,
here.
big difference.
Yes. I struggle more with that than the cold, actually.
Yes. Yeah.
You have some really nice pockets of self-seeding plants like the hollyhocks and the love in the mist.
Yes, they you know, they've been very successful. So.
What are some of your favorite plants that you have growing in the garden?
You know, that's a hard question to answer, really. I mean, there's so much beauty in anything, really. And even the sea holly, you know, it'll bite you. But I mean, it's so pretty when it's gone into the blue shade.
Yeah, it's just starting to take on that color now.
And then, of course, when it goes silver, and you can use it in dry flower arrangements and things like that. You know, it's very effective. But like I said, it does bite you. You've got to be careful.
I love something that we don't see a lot are your verbascums, and they're kind of at the end of the flowering, but a lovely cottage garden plant.
Yeah. And then, of course, a lot of the succulents are very successful here. With the autumn joy that we have, and I love the salvias, and I love the blue of this Victoria. It's you know, it's so pretty. So.
Salvias are another thing that really do well for us.
Yes.
You have a unique salvia in the garden. Tell me about that one.
Oh, that one's the Turkistanica. It's a very unusual. The configuration of the plant is totally different to it by comparing with this, which is a type of thing that you expect in a salvia. I mean, the leaf structure of the flower itself, it unfurls like a fern. It's very, very pretty when it's standing tall in a spike, but it's finally done its flowering thing. So
I like to find those unique plants in the garden. Your gardens really shift throughout the seasons, I'm sure. The roses are just kind of finishing up, and I saw some daylilies coming on.
That's right. Well, I mean, the garden is seasonal. So, I mean, it's the birth and the time, and then they die for each year, sort of thing. So, but I don't know. It's really beautiful. There are days when I wish we didn't have it quite as large as it is.
It's 6 acres, right?
6 acres.
Quite a bit to care for.
Quite a bit to care for.
I can tell it's a labor of love, though.
Oh, well, yes. I mean, and now, of course, I can't not do it because of Bivin and the enthusiasm that he had for the garden. It's a tribute to him because he was responsible for it. Everybody thinks it's me, but that's not the case. I mean, he's the one who decided that I needed some flowers. And so, that's where we are. But he just forgot to stop. I always used to threaten, actually. We've got a fence line between the east side of the garden and the pasture, which is ours. And I said if he ever went over the pasture with a shovel, I was going home to England. I wasn't going to, truly, I did. And I mean, it just, I thought, no, 6 acres is enough.
It's plenty.
Yes.
Well, people can come and enjoy this. It's open to the public.
Oh, yes, yes. We open Saturday and Sunday from 10 o'clock in the morning until dusk. And then during the week, we like to have an appointment so that we're not tied specifically to the garden 7 days a week. So,
well, I certainly encourage everyone to come up. You have a little slice of paradise here.
Well,
it's
thank
quite
you
lovely.
very much. That's wonderful. I appreciate that. It makes all his hard work so satisfying, really. It really does.